Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Wango Tango.
Because we are getting ready to win Virginia again. And I tell you, it is so fitting that the name of our group tonight that is played for us to kick off our event is Double Down. Because everybody knows that this girl is going to double down. We are not going to back down. We are going to double down. We are going to take back our state, take back our Constitution, take back the freedoms that the socialist liberals have taken from us. We're taking it back. Listen, we have a really fun night in store for you. We've got a lot going on. It's going to be a really exciting night. You're going to want to stay to the very, very end. Do not leave. We are auctioning off we're giving away some more free AR-15s. Does anybody need an extra AR-15? That's what I thought. So listen, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to introduce a very good friend of mine, Kip Campbell, who you have seen on Red Arrow on cable, the hunting show. Let's give it up for Kip Campbell.
I thought I was a token redneck, but we were listening to Amanda talk backstage there, and she apparently is from Alabama, so she got a little redneck in her too. But no, it's an honor to be here with Amanda and all her people, and honestly, this is exactly what we need, somebody who's not a politician, that loves America and will stand up for the Constitution above all else, and that's what she's doing. So it's just an honor for us to be a part of it, and I get to be here because I'm introducing one of my best hunting buddies for a long time now. We've been doing the Red Arrow TV show on outdoor TV for 13 years now, and I had the pleasure to run into a mentor of mine in the hunting world, and you might know him from a few songs that he wrote over the years. He might be a little bit of a rock and roll legend, but I'm proud to know him as a friend, and I can tell you from sharing a couple hunting camps with a few hunting camps over the years, he is absolutely good as gold. You will not find a better American or somebody who wants to stand up for our freedom more than Mr. Ted Nugent. And Ted might be finishing some barbecue, so we might just have to break into like a set of stand-up comedy or something, but maybe take some question and answers. But I think he's coming down the hallway. He got here. You got to understand too what Mr. Nugent did. He's down at his amazing ranch down in Texas in Paradise. I've been there. It's pretty cool. And so Amanda, he knew what kind of character she had, and after talking to her briefly, he flew all the way out here just to show his support for Amanda because he cares that much about this country. And if you don't know it, we are absolutely, and they'll call you a radical for saying this, we are absolutely at war. It's a war against our way of life, and it's a war against America, and you see it taking place. It's not in the shadows anymore, it's out in the street. People are burning it down right now, and that's why people like Ted and Amanda are standing up and fighting for us. So I think I see a guitar player from Michigan right here. All right, we're gonna tune up a little bit, and I'm gonna do a song off my new album. It's called I Can't Sing and Only Shoot Deer. So here we go. The first time we're gonna try. Who would have thought? Only in America could to a guy that I just had a dream. I wanted to shoot deer and have somebody pay me for it. And I've been doing it for 13 years. That's how I'm going to meet this guy. So, all right, man. There he is, Mr. Ted Nugent.
Well, thank you very much. I feel like I'm in real America tonight. How about it? Obviously, I'm here because I care, and you're here because you care. Virginia, what happened to your beautiful state? How did we let the Marxists and the America haters and the baby killers take over Virginia? How did that happen? Well, Amanda Chase is going to fix that if we, the people, start raising a little adequate hell in Virginia and demand Constitution. So give me a second to check my amplifier here, and I've got a little love song I'd like to play for you. arsenal of democracy. All you young people, you know what that means? That means Detroit quit making cars and trucks. We started making bombers and howitzers and tanks. That's where I come from. That's why I'm like this. Amanda Chase in Virginia is the arsenal of democracy. I just came up with that. It's perfect, isn't it? What the hell? All right. So I was a busy man yesterday and today and the day before and tomorrow. But I see what's happening to our country. I see how freedom haters, America haters, constitutional haters, literally are legalizing arson, murder, rioting, and the destruction of the American dream by people who hate the American dream. Virginia, this is your chance. This is a tiny little group of patriots. Tiny. But you know what? A group smaller than this went to Concord Bridge. When the punk-ass king sent his hooligans, sent his Black Lives Matter, his MS-13, he sent the Antifas to Concord Bridge to take our guns. We met him at the bridge and we shot him dead. Does everybody in here have their First Amendment permit on them? Show me your First Amendment permit. No, you need a government-issued license for the First Amendment, right? You have to have a permit. Oh, that was silly me. What? Self-evident truths. All right. My name is Ted Nugent. You don't need paperwork for your First Amendment, and you don't need paperwork for your Second Amendment. My First Amendment is good in all 50 states, in every building, on every street. My First Amendment is good in all 50 states. My name is Ted Nugent, and my Second Amendment, given to me by God, is good in all 50 states, on every street, and in every building. And if you infringe on it, we will put your ass in jail for treason. Any questions? Don't ever get dehydrated when you're raising hell. Bring water and ammo to Concord Bridge. All right, you look like smart people. I never went to college. I was too busy learning shit. And here's what I learned. That I don't need the Constitution. I don't even need it. I don't need the Second Amendment. I don't need paperwork. I don't need another man. Is there a man in this room? Is there an American in this room that can come up here and authorize my God-given rights? Does that man exist? No man exists that can tell me what I can and cannot do. I could have wrote the Constitution, and I'm just a guitar player. I wrote Wango Tango, and none of those guys could have wrote that, I promise you. So Amanda Chase is a constitutionalist. I was contacted by great Virginia patriots that cared and saw the destruction of your great state, just like I'm witnessing the heartbreak of Marxists running my beloved birth state of Michigan. But here's what I leave you with. This small group won't mean jack squat in fixing Virginia. But you know 50 people. You know 50 people who believe in God, family, and country. You know 100 people. Y'all know many, many people at the bowling alley, at the barbecue, at the gun range, at deer camp, at work, at school, at church, at family gatherings. You have friends and family who believe in God, family, and country, and they're not even registered to vote. Liberalism is a curse, but far worse than liberalism and Marxism is the self-inflicted curse of apathy by constitutionalists and conservatives. And if you are a silent conservative that doesn't vote, Nancy Pelosi loves you. And if Nancy Pelosi loves you, I don't know how you can live with yourself. And if I ruffle any feathers, actually, Amanda, I don't ruffle feathers, I pluck them. I dare, and of course this is a bad place to do this because I have a funny feeling that every word out of my mouth resides powerfully in your souls. Am I right? Anybody in here, anybody in this room right now that disagrees with anything I've said, come on up here. I love this part because I actually do this at colleges. And the spineless little goofballs haven't the scrotum to approach me. Because comfortably numb is actually uncomfortably dumb. Any questions? So you can make a difference, but only if you recruit everybody in your family, everybody in your friends, work, school, church, everywhere you go. If you think talking about the weather or the upcoming deer season matters, well actually the upcoming deer season does matter. 72 years, clean and sober, high on venison, that's me. So on behalf of the spirit of Virginia, real Virginia, not the Marxists controlling your lives, not the Marxists in the governor's office who are infringing and violating their constitutional oath. That's treason, by the way. Is there any lawyers in here that want to update me? Isn't violating your constitutional oath, isn't that grounds for treason?
Absolutely.
And isn't that grounds for arrest?
Absolutely.
Isn't that grounds for incarceration? Isn't that grounds for a court hearing? And then my favorite part, the firing squad.
Yep.
Am I out of line here?
No, sir.
I feel almost perfect. I'm like Mother Teresa with a Glock. All right. So I'm here, even though I don't live in Virginia. I have so many friends in Virginia. I rock and roll in Virginia. That's why there's a bit of piss and vinegar in the air here because of my music. And I want to hunt in Virginia. You have too many deer, I can fix this. You think I'm joking, don't you? I'll whack them. I'll smack them. All right. The most important thing in your life, this is not an opinion, I think the evidence is inescapable, is getting Amanda Chase elected to represent the good people, the constitutional, conservative, God, family, country, freedom people of Virginia. Without Amanda Chase, you're going to get some entrenched status quo, deep state, Mitt Romney with a doily and a gunfight. I'll repeat that because that confuses some people. Mitt Romney brings a doily to a gunfight. Amanda Chase has an A-10 Warthog ready to rock. A-10 Warthog, anybody? A-10 Warthog, tank killer, 40 millimeter.
We know.
All right. Explain it to anybody who doesn't get this stuff. I'm talking about firepower. I'm talking about freedom, firepower. We the people, vote, register, God, family, country, Constitution, Amanda Chase. I've done this all across the country. And when conservatives sit on their ass, Nancy Pelosi parties. When conservatives vote God, family, and country, when you have someone like Amanda Chase, this dog can hunt. Give her an extra biscuit. Let the big dogs run. She'll find the birds. She'll flush the birds. And with a vote, you can shoot them birds. This is awesome stuff. Is somebody writing this down? Because I'm really doing a good job up here today. For a guitar player, I make so much sense, it's kind of wild, isn't it? But I'm addicted to truth, logic, and common sense, and I'll prove it. I have my beautiful wife, Shemaine, here, and my dogs, and no dogs can hunt. And if the country, if Virginia was run like the Nugent family, there'd be no crime. Because there are no criminals in my family. If they even looked like they might think that way, we fix them.
by the age of 2. If the country was run like the Nugent family, there'd be no welfare, because we all get up early and we work our ass off. We believe in work ethic, rugged individualism, earning your own way, living within your means, saving for a rainy day. Boy, am I radical. I'm like radical. I'm so radical, I would have begun an experiment in self-government so the king can kiss my ass. That's how radical I am. So you've got the answer in Virginia. Don't let a rhino fool you. Find somebody with blood on their political hands. Blood of the enemy, not your blood. The rhinos, the Democrats, the Marxists, they're all the same. They want to take all your hard-earned money and give it to people who refuse to earn squat. They will forbid you from going to church, but they will open the doors and they will back off law enforcement heroes so they can burn down your neighborhood. What planet is this? What happened? So, a big salute to you all being here on a hot Saturday. And a big salute for me being here on a hot Saturday. I could be catching fish. But this is more important than anything. And I don't even live here, but I live in America. And every senator, every congressman, every mayor, every governor works for me. When I rock and roll in their states and in their cities, I hire people and I pay taxes. While I'm there, they work for me. Do you think there's a politician on planet Earth that doesn't know what Ted Nugent believes in? I'm a loud-mouthed, we the people, son of a bitch, and I'm exactly what the Founding Fathers wanted all Americans to be. And you have a Ted Nugent here. It's like Ted Nugent it's a Ted Nugent and Amanda Chase. It's like Ted Nugent it's perfect. Perfect is my second favorite P word. But you have a sheepdog. How am I doing? You having a good time? Is this the greatest political speech you've ever heard? Am I driving these points home emphatically? Battles can be fun as long as at the end of the day you have the enemy's skull tissue in the cleats of your work boots. I'm speaking figuratively, of course. This is just, it's like a metaphor. Amanda Chase, thank you for making the sacrifices. Thank you for taking the risk. Thank you for putting your reputation, your name on the line. The Founding Fathers, they put up their reputation, their fortune, and their very security for the self-evident truth outlined in the Constitution. You have an Amanda Chase. Here, I'm going to leave it like this. If Amanda's not the governor of Virginia, and if you can't go nuts and galvanize everybody in your life, when you're filling up gas at the gas tank, talk to a stranger. Tell them about Amanda Chase, and she's for freedom. She's for keeping what you earn. That she trusts you with your earnings better than Fedzilla. So if you don't get Amanda Chase elected, it's on you. You can't do this. She represents a bold, defiant, original constitutional patriot. And I know that she will serve we the people. And she will, I bet you Amanda will read her oath to the Constitution every day just to check up on herself. Won't you? You gotta do it, Virginia. You can do it. But the apathy that turned Michigan over to the Marxists, that turned Virginia over to the Marxists, that turned New York over to the Marxists, that turned New Jersey over to the Marxists, Maryland, Massachusetts, Illinois, California, they gave up. Connecticut, Rhode Island, They gave up. The conservatives stayed home. And the beast entered your door. And now you're squawking that there's a beast in your home. I did something a little earlier. There was a young person at the little gathering here. And I asked this young lady if she ever heard of the movie Old Yeller. Old Yeller should be a curriculum in every school in America, from preschool all the way to a doctorate degree. Is there such a thing as a doctorate degree? I never went to college. I was too busy learning shit. Old Yeller is so simple, it's stupid. When Old Yeller protects the children from the snake and the mountain lion, snuggle Old Yeller and give him a biscuit. When Old Yeller foams at the mouth, same dog, different performance. This is vote. This is the vote. I know the media will edit this, and I can't wait, because I just love the shit out of it when they try to make me not sound nonsensical, because they can't debate me. The media, academia, Hollywood, and the entire left is scared to death of Ted Nugent because they're helpless to debate me. The last liberal that tried to debate me, I ate his family tree and shit sawdust in his face. Any questions? I thought it was appropriate at the time. That's a metaphor for don't tread on me. Boy, am I rad. So Virginia, if you love Virginia as much as I do, as much as Amanda Chase does, you will get in there. And you will create a wave of conservative voting army and take your state back. They took freedom away, city by city, state by state. Let's get it back the same way. Now, before I leave, this is my favorite part. Every breath I take is my favorite part. But is there anybody that would like to contest anything I've said today? I'm just a guitar player. I never went to college. Truth is truth. It's not my truth, not your truth. It's the truth. Logic isn't my logic. It's not your logic. It's logic. Common sense isn't my common sense. It's common and sensible. The common, sensible thing to do in Virginia is to elect a great governor who will live by her constitutional oath, and her name is Senator Amanda Chase. And Amanda, I love your spirit and your courage. God bless you. Thank you, Virginia. I love you, man.